Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video from Bird1. Today I'm going to show you the best to buy top 5 mining cards of the Nvidia GeForce GTX 10 series. So if you didn't know it, Nvidia cards can mine Ethereum just as the AMD cards can, but they're slightly less good at it. But these cards are pretty good and solid at Zcash mining, and you will see that in the video too. So stay tuned and let's start with number 5. So the first card we have is a GeForce GTX 1080, but it's pretty bad at Ethereum mining because it can only reach 4 to 5 megahashes per second, but if you turn it into a Linux system it will turn up to 23 megahashes per second. For Monero, this card is hashing at about 475 hashes per second, and for Zcash we have 600 to 625 solutions per second. So this card isn't too bad, and if you want to do some serious Zcash mining, this card is pretty badass. So for number 4 we have the GeForce GTX 1080 Ti. This card comes at a phenomenal price of about $800, but this card was capable of doing 28 to 32 megahashes per second, so it's a little bit compared to the RX 480 8GB with a phenomenal high price tag. So this card was landed on number 4 because of its high price, but if you want to mine Monero with this card, it's capable of doing 485 to 535 hashes per second, and for Zcash we're getting a stunning 660 to 710 solutions per second. So this card is a badass. The next card is a GeForce GTX 1060. It's on number 3 because this card was only doing 17 to 23 megahashes per second for Ethereum, and it does 425 hashes per second for Monero and only 300 to 350 solutions per second for Zcash. So this card was pretty cheap and it does do some pretty good mining, but this card is just landed on number 3 because it didn't just get the expectations to be number 2. So let's move on to the next card. So next up on number 2 we have the GeForce GTX 1070. It was able to do 25 to 30 megahashes per second for Ethereum and about 475 hashes per second for Monero, 425 to 450 solutions per second for Zcash, and this card is just a really nice hybrid compared to the 1060 because the Zcash mining on this card is way better than the 1060, and also the price difference between these two cards are pretty slim. So that's why it landed on number 2. Let's move on to number 1. So last but not least we have the GeForce GTX 1060 GP106-100. It's gonna be capable of doing 25 megahashes per second for Ethereum, about 550 hashes per second for Monero, 312 solutions per second for Zcash. But you might think, why is this card on number 1? Well, this card is only gonna cost us $200, but this card hasn't been released yet. So if you see this video and you think like, okay, this is number 1 but I can't buy this card, well, that's absolutely true, but probably 1 month from now this card will be in every single store or Amazon and you can buy it to upgrade your mining rigs. But for now I would recommend buying the 1060 and 1070 GTXs because they are the best to buy. If you want to go cheap, I would recommend buying the GTX 1060s, and if you want to buy pretty expensive, I would go for the 1070s. So these cards are a replacement of the AMD shortage that they're having right now with their GPUs. I cannot even find my own RX cards anymore for the YouTube channel. I've built my benchmark rig, but I cannot buy any card to benchmark them on. So this is pretty lame that AMD has such a big shortage. But for now, we're all happy what's going on because we're making really a lot of money. So I hope you all enjoyed this video, but before you get away from the video, I want to tell you one more thing. So the last couple of days you guys have been asking me so many questions that I cannot figure it out what to do. So Eru Melker, my moderator of the Discord chat, told me like, hey, we could make a straw poll so people can choose which video they want to see. So if you go to the Discord chat and you click announcement, you will see like which video do you want to see next, and you can click on this straw poll and fill in your answer. So for example, I already voted on my own damn videos. It's pretty nice. So if you want to vote, you can go ahead and do this. And as you can see, my next video is probably gonna be the Ethereum mining full guide. So how to make the wallets, the miners, how to sell it and sell it for real money, and just buy candy with it whatsoever. So this is pretty nice to see that you guys are working with me and show me what you want to see. So this is pretty nice, and I'm really thankful for that, Arrow Melker, doing your hard work. So hope you all enjoyed this video, and see you guys in the next one.